Rap Circle is finally here. I know everybody been waiting for it, right? And I'm not playing no games. Yeah. Circle of rap back and I'm going and leaving tracks in morning. And I don't give a crap whether you streaming, you torrent this. You can try to contest what you be needing in army. Beat them in Normandy. Current rappers eat to the warning. Stone cold like a Steve Austin. He jacking, I'm putting rappers in these coffins. He's acting like he got it, but he's lost it. Keep attacking these slackers that wanna feed off me. He's softy. This one for everybody. Supporters to haters just to show that I'm greater. I mean steak and potatoes on the way to Decatur. Maybe that's just a little made up, but you got a little ways up before you can even make up all the ground. And the distance between us, I'm lapping around, and that's the reason you seen us. And you can talk down, but that don't really mean much. Cause you are a clown, let my enemies team up. It still won't be a fair fight, cause I'm very nice. I practice that every night to get on this herd mic. You know I'm alert, right? You know that it ain't nothing to serve, right? And I be killing tracks to the earth like my birthright. I'm solid like sound money, and you fools sound funny. Now one of you clowns want me to pound your face in the dirt, so stop irking me when I'm round. No, it's going down, I'm going to town, holding the crown. I'm saying that I'm so amazing. If I'm Ruben, then you Clay Aiken, but second place gets nothing. So get up out this godforsaken booth. The truth is you sadly mistaken. Proof I'm better than layman shoot. I'm Super Saiyan blue. This rap game, what you can't pursue. I'm a blatant root canal like an aching tooth. So now, cause the rap circle is here now. Underestimated my following, gave our dollars to the pre-order column. So what the problem is, say you was dropping it, and then turn around, did the opposite. Lining your pockets, you got a lot of nerve to be opting this. I guess I bit off more than I can chew. Let's not excuse my tardiness, I like to apologize to my audience. Not like I've been partying, promise not being fraudulent. I've been in homestead like a privatizing Rothbardian. Part of a parliament, that's a problem. I plan on abolishing, cause a raucous, I'll best the friggin' product you all are in. And all that talking, I ain't buying what you offering. You bout as intimidating and soft as what your daughter is. You been a faking, yet you still hating. You can't knock me cause I've been through Olympic trials of tribulations. Been on this grind and walked many miles to get this cake, and now I'm going ape like I'm a Saiyan. Quit playing with me, cause I'm a lot to deal with. I don't acknowledge you because you too retarded to understand my skill set. So when I kick this knowledge, it's gonna fly over your heel head. So polish up your mind real fast so I don't feel bad. I went from being broke to being hopeful. From standing on the poster, going postal. I'm supposed to be on the poster competition's toast because I'm vocal. A bar for you like I'm Oprah. You should probably get off the sofa or the soapbox. Going at me, I hope not. You attacking with no plot cause you act like a robot. You move when you told to move. You a puppet with a master, I'm the antithesis. That's why I'm opposed to you. I'm the whack rapper, back snapper. Used to be a gat capper, now I'm spitting raps from the Adam's apple. Better back paddle before you get the best at them. That battle's not one you won't back at them. Average guys asking me how I smash these beats. If I told you, I'd have to fold you. That's classified. Don't like to brag, but I had to boast as a fad of mine. So please don't be sad when the pennies pad with that in mind. I think it's asinine that people whine like a buster because they life don't measure up to another sucker. What type of life might tell Tucker I don't support you? Tactics the way that you battle and they gon' cut the mustard. You seem like you a teen wife, not prepared for this mean life, not even aware you just see a green light. I think you mean right, but you look at me like an alien in the night. If I'm the A, then you the Z type. The proto, it's me, bro. You can try to dress it up when I'm in street clothes, I still peak so. Probably one of the few lies I ever told. That's because I don't peak, I just grow. Patient with them, I try to, but you got room temperature IQ. Expecting a lecture from these idiot guys who got opinions not worth is what's under my shoe. Y'all tripping on truth when we call it out, cause y'all people as goofy as I'll get out. If y'all with them and not with you, I'd sit out, cause every rapper's on the list now, mad at the pitch count. Throwing heaters like my soul's beat up. No people focus on hoaxes in the shows he book, and I'm hoping to open doors and I got foes and such, but I know that I'll be opposing to the goal. I must start attacking. Ain't lacking, my brain's lashed in. Same way that I game is the same way of the backhand. All the pain that I bring up is like the pain to the Batman. I'm back cracking. Whack trends claiming they rap fans and backtracking. Give a crap about the what's his face. Only thing you out rapping is a sandwich at Subway. And y'all just so happen to welcome beef on my lunch plate. And you are a disaster and this can only go one way. And you're steady flashing guns in your music vids. And I know you do it for the fun, but what you doing is abusing every rule. Of course you can use it quick. You're showing the world you don't know what you are doing, kid. Would you waste your time when you can be so much more, so much more, so much more? Why would you go in blind when you can be so much more, so much more? I can only be great. 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 If it's one thing that I want you to see, it's everybody is ignorant. It's only when you speak on what you don't know, you become slow, and that ignorance crosses into stupidity. Yet I'm still spending my energy debating enemies that tend to be idiots, really inept politically, that don't have the depth or wit of me. Oh well, it'll be co-chance in hell, so riddle me this. How am I supposed to take you serious when all of your positions are socially expedient? Thinking you a rebel, but at most you obedient. Opposing opinions make folks be belligerent. Occult and religious, so you know what's on CNN and vote what you told by the folks that got a sentence missing. Oh, you a hypocrite, and I'm in awe, cause the diversity you advocate is not in thought. You get away with it cause you placed in a freaking chamber with echoes ringing, surrounded by a bunch of brainless. Your aim is yet all the same shame, cause you ain't slick, afraid to relate other things cause you nameless. Tamed and weak and pathetic, you epitomize politic ties cause you scared to be criticized. Ancient trick, you ain't say this, you afraid to unplug from the matrix. Basic. Why would you waste your time when you can be so much more, so much more, so much more? Why would you go in blind when you can be so much more, so much more? I can only be great. 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 Another waking session, another strife and another life, and they blame it on depression. Another wife is wrong or right, and they claim me under pressure. Another tripe and a suicide, we apply the same methods. It's like we'll never learn the lesson. We try to lie to make it better. Then everybody scrambling now, trying to figure out what to stress her. Why didn't he or she reach out where the world wasn't helping? Why couldn't he find just a peace of mind, let the world get the best of him? They call it mental health in this. It's so weird when it comes to depression and suicide. These self-help sort of gurus try to apply the same method with a one-size-fits-all, and it never works. What the hell is this? Another fool shot up a school, and we know the cat was sick. And all these dudes want to blame the tool, that's stupid as it gets. Another crew on the teletube, blaming gun ownership. You can miss me with that mess, cause I ain't never shot a man. And the only time I would lay him down here aggressing on my fam. And you like to make it much harder for me to protect all my land. Cry crocodile tears so you can just feel good at grandstand. Bro, you stupid in a trance. No matter how much you get to sobbing on TV, every single gun law is an infringement. Period. Look, I ain't just saying this just to say this. The state is a criminal, crooked organization. So you look like a buffoon thinking that you can save this. Looking to Big Daddy government every time dismay hits. These fools done killed 250 million men and women and children, all due to their ill sins over the last century. So why would I fiddle with them? This crap is not meant for me. Let that power get reeled in. They act like I can't govern myself, so they keep running for help, begging the state to monitor wealth. And you'll get thrown in a cell, deviate, they throw you in jail. Maybe you the one that's crazy with that bad mental health. So I think you really should back out there ruining people's lives, and that's the source of a lot of people's problems.
In a world full of cancel culture, pandemics, crooked politicians, it's important to be yourself. Do what you want to do. Free will out this motherfucker. Y'all better listen when Cannon speak. The Hotep's been told.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to Cannon Speaks. I'm your host, Cannon Hotep. Good to see you guys. Hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful day. Hope everybody had a fantastic day. It was a really nice day here in Baltimore today. It was damn near 70 degrees. I mean, I was excited. I was super excited. I'm going to tell you that much. Sorry about that. I had a little technical difficulty. Pop Hotep, what's the deal? What's the deal? I ain't seen you in a minute. Freak Mac, what's the deal, man? Salute, first person in the chat today. Man, listen. If you ain't seen my my stream yesterday, it was a fire conversation between me and Kid Gravity. We went over the Great Reset, right? Had a couple clips from JRE. You know, had a great conversation on that. Wake up this morning. YouTube got it out of the paint with a bullshit copyright claim. Go figure, right? Go figure, right? That thing was doing well. And then boom, block worldwide. Come on. Come on. You know what I mean? Like, really, though? You know, when you start talking the truth and you over the target for real, you know how they get. You know how they get. You know what I mean? Some trumped up charges. They gonna hit me with them trumped up charges. I was pissed. I was pissed. You know what I mean? Damn, you got 6 inches of snow dumped on you? Where you at in the world, Freak Mac? Where you at in the world? You know what I mean? They is calling for a snowstorm for us, though. You know, it was such a nice day. Now they calling for a snowstorm here in Baltimore. I'm not ready for it. I mean, I'm ready for it, but I don't want it. I really don't understand how people be loving that snow. I can't stand it. I got work in it. You know what I mean? I got work in it and I don't like it. You know what I mean? It's a pain in my ass. You know I got a nice big truck and all that other shit, but I got to carry trailers and stuff. People don't know what they doing. They don't be driving like they got any sense out this motherfucker. You know what I mean? You want to cut me off? Think I can, I can stop on a dime and give you 5-cent change. You know what I mean? Should be a pain in my ass, you know? Y'all like the mug? Freedom over Fauci. Frizzle over Fauci. Frizzle over Fauci. Also, coming soon. Check it out. Let me get rid of this real quick. Frizzle over Fauci t-shirts. Frizzle over Fauci t-shirts. Coming soon. Coming soon. Gonna start some pre-orders on that. You know what I mean? We're gonna start something on that. Oh man, you in the Twin Cities. Oh, all right. Man, I know it's cold up there. You know what I mean? What's up, Maticus? Welcome. Hey, if you're new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. Let's get this stream shared out. YouTube like whooping my ass. They like just fucking with me. You know what I mean? They don't want me to grow. So I need you guys' help. Share the stream out. Like this stream. You know what I mean? Leave a comment if you're catching the replay. Leave a comment down below. Really appreciate it. Helps me beat that algorithm. You know what I mean? Pop-up hotel. 70s today, sleet tomorrow. Yeah, kind of. I think that's kind of what we looking at, where we at, you know. Some kind of shitty weather. I ain't looking forward to it, you know what I mean? Gotta get that 2-0 driving that handbrake. Working outside in the winter is why my shine ass is sitting at a desk now. Yeah, straight up. Funny part is I traded my desk in for a truck. You know, family business. You know how that go. You know what I mean? Anyway, so going through all the the interwebs today. Going through the interwebs today, I see that lo and behold, the Freedom Convoy is coming to America. The Freedom Convoy is coming to America. And not only is it coming to America, it's coming on March 1st. And if y'all don't know what March 1st is, that's the State of the Union. They plan on being here, parked, honking their horns and some more shit peacefully during the State of the Union. I can't wait to check that shit out. You know what I mean? That's going to be interesting. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see how the left try to spin this shit. I can't wait to see how they spin this shit. I'm going to tell you that much. But we're going to talk about that. And we might jump into a little bit of this whole Ukraine Russia thing. You feel me? That's going to be real interesting. Pop-up hotel, Fed sponsored gathering. Hey, you might be right. You might be right, Pop. You might be right. We're going to see. We're going to see. You know what I mean? Before we get started, though, I was going through some of the trending topics, right? And Blackface Hitler was trending today. Blackface Hitler was trending today. And you can guess who the hell they was talking to, right? So let's go over there and check this shit out. Boom. This cow will always be known as Blackface Hitler. Jeez, man. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Got, what's that? Carl Schwab holding up. Yo, they some fools, yo. They some fools. Oh my gosh, this is funny. That Mao. That is hilarious. Yo, I'll tell you. So I need to look her up. I don't know what she did. If y'all could hit me to what she did, that'd be great. So it says, Canada, it took a lady to bring Skippy to his knees. I said we build a statue of her and place it beside Pierre Elliott Trudeau's statue just to piss her off. Piss him off. That's crazy. That is funny. Oh, man. Yo. I swear some of these memes is hilarious. Look at this. I guess that's Boris Johnson, and then you got Trudeau, and then you got old Joe Nickel Slick. You know what I mean? This is hilarious. You know what I mean? You know he looking at this. He probably crying in the bed right now. You know what I mean? Look at this shit, like, and he got elected. You know what I mean? But then again, I can't say nothing because what was Joe down? Ralph Northam, was that his name? Northam, the guy from Virginia. You know what I mean? Remember him? We don't know if he was in blackface or the fucking KKK robe. You know what I mean? Freak Mac. Some of the roots was sketchy. I heard, yo. I heard. Who? BBW. What is this? BBW's or Arson was talking about how some of them ran through the mountains. Huh? That's interesting. I have a bad feeling Canadian is one thing, but the U.S. government is another thing. Which y'all think? Yeah, you got a point. You know what I mean? Yeah, during the winter you don't want truckers. Yeah, but they try. I guess they trying to. So I guess the initial timeline was the 5th of March, and they trying to be here in time for the State of the Union, which is interesting. They trying to crash the party. You know what I mean? That's gonna be real interesting. Natasha Kayleen, what's the deal? Welcome. You know what I mean? DeMars Burton, what's the deal? Yeah, I heard. I guarantee y'all happy you got Winston Sears and what's the other guy name? They seem like they're promising, but we'll see how it goes. You know how it is. Papa Hotel. Feds have been quiet lately because they were getting their CDLs. Oh man, but look at this nigga, man. Look at this fool. Look at this fool, man. You know what I mean? Blackface Hitler trending. That is funny. That is funny. Check it out, guys. Let's see how we gonna do this real quick. Boom. Oh shit. Check it out. So I got a second camera. You know? Should be having fun with that, you know what I mean? But just want to welcome everybody. If you're new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, share this stream. It really mean a lot. Really mean a lot. Punisher 514, welcome. 89, salute. Natasha, he's a disgrace. So yeah, we already know. I'm hope for y'all. But U.S. is 10 times bigger than Kazakhstan. That's funny. So check it, right? We about to get into this. So the story is coming from what is this? The New York Post. Trucker convoy heads for D.C. as Pentagon okays request to deploy the National Guard. A convoy of truckers, opposed to the Cove-based mandates, set off on a planned cross-country drive from Southern California to Washington, D.C. area Wednesday, as the Pentagon approves requests to deploy approximately 700 unarmed National Guard troops ahead of the group's expected arrival. Do we really believe they're going to be unarmed? Do we really believe they're going to be unarmed? Come on. Do we really believe they're going to be unarmed? Do we really believe it? Somebody tell me that. You know what I mean? I digress. I digress. About 24 trucks and a number of other vehicles hit the road from the Mojave Desert town of Adelanto as part of a self-proclaimed People's Convoy. Organizers said in a statement that they plan to undertake a 100% safe, lawful, and peaceful journey that would terminate in the vicinity of the DC area, but will not be going into DC proper. Will it be the DC area but not DC proper? My man Emmanuel Presley, you here yet, yo? What's up, yo? Emmanuel Presley in here. Hey, yo, what would be considered DC, the DC vicinity but not DC proper? Would that be like Rockville, Silver Spring, Bladensburg? Like, what would that be at? You know what I mean? What would that be? Kid Gravity, salute. Salute, yo. It sucks that our shit got taken down, yo. I'm working on it. I'm probably going to end up putting that on Rumble. You know what I mean? So, arrival was scheduled for March 5th, but some participants are expected to arrive in Washington area in time for President Biden's March 1st State of the Union address to Congress. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Kid Gravity. Bethesda, Rockville, Silver Spring area, Bladensburg. I'm just trying to think about wherever's off of 95 for real. You know what I mean? You definitely can, you know, Rockville, Bethesda, Silver Spring is right off 95. You got College Park, that's right off of 495. You know, yeah, Emmanuel, right. You know, you got Alexandria, you got the Potomac. Yeah, they could pop up in Alexandria, Virginia. You know, there's no way to get down. There's no way to get down New York Avenue, yo. It ain't no way to get down New York Avenue or Kennelsworth, yo. Maybe they do go to Kennelsworth Avenue. I don't know. 395. That's gonna be interesting. You know. No, Ellicott City is here closer to me. That's more closer to Baltimore County. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be interesting, man. You know, hell, you never know. You know what I mean?
Maybe I might take a trip. Maybe I might take a trip to document. You know, we'll see. Depending on where they go, I might have to go find out. Who knows? We'll see. Hoteps on the scene, or whatever you want to call it.
Who knows? It's gonna be interesting, guys. You know what I mean? Yeah, I straight up, and that's another reason why I kind of agree with Pop Up Hotep. This might be an op, yo. You know, moving silence, just show the fuck up. You know, telegraph and punches, you don't do that. You know what I mean? Now, let's check it out. Hold on, let me see.
I appreciate you.
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So hopefully it'll kick in. We'll see. But I had a new I was all happy to have my new there we go. I'm here. I got it now. So we straight. Okay. Be good. So let's go back to this one. I just like having a second camera. I'm working on some stuff with that for real. You know what I mean? Oh, we about to get to that. You know what I mean? We definitely about to get to that. Pop Dia Blaze, what up, cuz? What up? Hey, yo, you gotta come on the show, yo. You gotta come on one day with me, yo. I'm gonna have you on here, yo. You know what I mean? Yeah, I fixed it, yo. So we should be good. I forgot to add my mic on that shit. You know what I mean? I'm using a new soundboard, so it's the it's kind of I got you. I see what you're saying. I got you. Yeah, too many of the same mic on, so hopefully that worked. Yeah, OBS, yo. OBS it be doing some things sometimes, but I think we good. I think we gravy. And I just turned the mic off on the camera too, so we should be good. All right, let's get into this, right? Pop, thanks for bringing it up. We gonna go over here and check this out. So the Freedom Convoy USA, Kyle Sefcik, I think his name is. We're gonna go ahead and hit up this video and check out what he got to say about
this message is for the.
So let's go ahead and transition over. And I just transitioned over to nothing. Oh my gosh, I'm tripping today. Here we go. Y'all ready? Let's get to it. Turn this down just a tad.
President of the United States of America. My name is Kyle Sefcik of the Freedom Convoy USA 2022, and our routes meet here in DC on March 1st in time for your State of the Union address. We are very organized and our routes are public. I even pulled a permit for the National Mall to be respectful. I just want to be as transparent as possible from the start so there's no confusion. We are coming peacefully and we're going to do this lawfully and constitutionally.
And once I get my 19-inch pythons around your neck, you're going to be begging for mercy. I swear, yo, like, you know, this delivery sound like he in the WWE out this bitch. Oh my gosh. Let's keep it moving.
I want the rest of the world to know our plans so that there's no twisting and lying about who and what we are. I'm coming to you as a father, a small business owner who's unaffiliated to any parties. We just want government overreach to end. On behalf of Freedom Convoy USA 2022, we are asking you to end the state of emergency, end the mandates once and for all. Sir, the world is watching us because they know that if what's happening in Canada happens to us here in the land of the free, then freedom as we know it is gone. So we are leaving the choice to you. The decision is in your hands. This whole convoy, this whole assembly on the National Mall, it doesn't even have to happen if you just end things now and we can get on with our lives. To you other convoys that plan on meeting us here, we look forward to seeing you and joining with you. We're gonna do this right. We're gonna do this honorably. Mr. President, we have no other motives in this mission. You see, the government, our elected officials of both parties have failed us tremendously these last 2 years, and now it's time for us, we, the people, to fix this, to end this. We're ready to get back to our lives, the ones promised and guaranteed in the United States Constitution, Bill of Rights, and the contract that you signed and swore an oath to under the one true God. This is simple. End this.
Well, there you have it, folks. There you have it. Kyle Sefcik. Damaris Burton, he sounds Irish. He sound Canadian to me, but you might be onto something too. You know what I mean? You know. When I throw in the sirs and ma'ams, it's a wrap. Till the FBI shows up. Yeah, you know somebody gonna infiltrate. Who knows who he is? You know what I mean? Yeah, people rooting for the Proud Boys until they found out their leader was a snitch. You know what I mean? Maddox, the convoy is just an optic. The troubles would be decentralized, general strike, and debanking probably other good strategies out there. I'm sure. You're right. It is just the optics thing. Demon Ad, they're removing mandates, but they're keeping emergency powers, and no one's talking about. Yeah, you're right. No one's talking about it. It's not over. It's not over. You're right. Up there in Canada, Trudeau, he kept his, he keeping his emergency powers. But like Unc said, once they implement some shit, when have you ever in recent history period known for them to rescind that so quote unquote emergency privilege? When have you ever known for them to turn that shit off? You know what I mean? They ain't never did that. They ain't never turned that shit off. Once they give themselves a certain amount of power, you know what I mean? They keep that power. Period. Full stop. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. That's just what they do. Every step is a chess move. It's incremental. You know what I mean? They slowly, like we was talking about, when me and Kid Gravity was doing the commentary on that Rogan thing yesterday. They just turn the heat up and they boil the frog slow. That's what they doing to us. It's shock testing. You know what I mean? They get us to a point where we can't take it no more. Just before we get to that civil war brink or whatever it is, they back it off just a little bit. And we go, whew, thank God. Thank God. I couldn't take it no more. Meanwhile, some new shit done been, implemented that we just used to now. The new normal. You know what I mean? It's not going to be over. You're right. Natasha, if people think they're giving up easily, they're not addressing. Right. If people think they're giving up easily, they're not addressing how much has already been invested in the disgusting plot. You know what I mean? Yeah. Come on. This shit is fucking years in the making. Decades in the making. Like me and Kid Gravity said yesterday, Trump fucked up their timeline. So they got to try to pick up the pace. Freak Mac, we got the TSA 20 years later, and they have yet to catch a sink. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And also, you notice how in the article that I read, right? You notice how in the article that I read that they said that they're deploying 700 unarmed National Guard members, right? That's funny because before that day in January, Donnie T asked for 1,000, I believe, National Guard to be ready to be deployed during his speech, during their protests, to make sure shit went smoothly. And Nancy Pelosi and DHS and the powers that be said, nah, we don't like the optics of that. We're not deploying nothing. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember they kept saying that the Capitol Police was overrun, but hey, where was DC Metro at? I know here in Baltimore we got some big shit. We got fucking CIAA coming in this bitch this weekend, right? Here in Baltimore. Baltimore City, some Baltimore County cops is getting that OT because they need them on hand just in case some shit goes south. You know what I mean? You know, Mariel Bowser down there in DC, she had her officers stand down. She didn't ask for those officers to come in. Hey, I need some people to work overtime. You know what I mean? I need some people to work overtimes because we got this protest that's supposed to happen at the White House and at the Capitol. We need you guys to come in to help. They didn't do that. She ain't deploying until after the situation went down. If you want to call it a fucking situation. It wasn't until after people were leaving and going home is when they deployed DC Metro Police to quote unquote help the Capitol Police. All done by design. You don't think they're gonna pull some bullshit once this convoy pulls up? You don't think they're gonna pull some bullshit? Think about it, right? I drive through DC every day. You know what I mean? Cause I know you be in DC. You know what I mean? Emmanuel Presley, he down there. They ain't took them gates and shit down from around the Capitol building. That shit's still up. That shit's still up. National Guard, they're deploying them. They ain't never stopped. They ain't never left. They ain't never left. Every time I go, I see them. You know what I mean? I did work at a building right next to where they were stationed at. Not that long ago. You know what I mean? Whether this is a real true grassroots movement where they really gonna go down here and try to make their voices heard peacefully and constitutionally like he said in that video, or this is some kind of op. We gonna see some fireworks. Something gonna happen. Somebody gonna infiltrate. We're gonna see some Treadstone shit or something. You know what I mean? Demon at. DC still locked down. You know what I mean? Yeah. Still locked down, period. You can't get close, yo. You know what I mean? Dia Blaze, yeah, this shit's still up, yo. You know what I mean? They ain't never went nowhere. You know, this shit a grassroots movement. This shit is for real. I'm behind them 100%. All this bullshit need to stop. They told Joe Rogan that he took horse medicine, but said this in the same breath they give it to the Queen. But you can't tell nobody nothing. You can't tell nobody shit. Meanwhile, under the Emergency Act in Canada, they talking about freezing. They trying to freeze crypto assets. They trying to get these crypto brokers to give up the keys. Whoever don't consider it a domestic gamine. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy, Natasha. I mean, this is where we at, y'all. This is where we at. Who'd have ever thought, right, in the last 10 years that we was going to be here? You know, most of us theorists and shit like that, we had our speculations that something like this could happen sometime in our lifetime. But who'd have thought that this shit was going to happen this fucking soon? I'm 37. Like I said, my kufi been on tight since building 7. My kufi been on tight since building 7. Now we living through some 1984 Soylent Green shit. Like I said, I always keep referencing that, Behold a Pale Horse, and I tell y'all need to go listen to it. Y'all need to go, not listen to it, buy the book, because the digital version is missing some shit. You know what I mean? Pop Hotep. The one thing about grassroots movements is they'll never know if they're legit or not. True. BLM started out that way and got hijacked. Yeah, that shit definitely got hijacked. You know what I mean? Now look, now you got Amazon backing away from them because they can't prove where the money at. Then they done bailed some dude out of jail who supposedly tried to carry out an assassination attempt against some politician. Come on. You know what I mean? They can only freeze KYCs, not cold wallets. Yeah, but they want to be able to freeze these wallets. But to the credit of the brokers or whatever for crypto, they like, yo, go kick rocks. You ain't getting shit. You know what I mean? Freak Mac. Alex Jones prodded them open permanently. Yeah, man. I used to think he was a fucking nut until I seen Loose Change. And then I seen the Obama deception. I seen Endgame. You know what I mean? He been batting 1,000 as elite. The Clintons about to get BMM books right. You probably right about that. Shit, they got problems of their own. See, I've been interested in that whole Russiagate shit since the beginning because I knew it was bullshit. Just like the late John McAfee said. He said, the way you telling me that you caught these motherfuckers is they was using Russian code, Russian keyboard, and the Russian language. Didn't spoof their MAC address or their IP address. That's hacking 101. That's how you caught them? That's how you figured out it was them? You know what I mean? See, I don't know if a lot of y'all know who Dan Bongino is, right? Sometimes he disappoints a little bit, but for the most part, when it comes to this collusion shit, he been ahead of the news cycle for like a year or two. And he always says something that always stuck with me that, remember the names. A lot of names gonna come out that you're gonna hear about. You know what I mean? It's not just the Clintons, yo. The broccoli, what's the deal? The DNC email leaks had them saying push the Russia angle. Yeah. Yep. You know what I mean? That's true. People forget about the kid Suffrage. If you don't know who that is, go look him up. Facts. Exactly. That's exactly what the fuck it look like. Every time I go to DC and I get close to the cast, what the fuck it look like. They try me that shit like the fucking Vatican. Shit is crazy. But check it, right? They tried to do the same thing to John McCain in 2008. that they tried to do with old Donnie T. The same tactics, the same everything. The dossier is based on a fucking op-ed that was done. I think it was like the Wall Street Journal or some shit like that back in 2007. See, the thing is, when Donnie T said that they were spying on him, right? When Donnie T said that they were spying on him, right? He was right. Thing about it is they didn't have their when they were doing it, they didn't have what's it called? A warrant. They didn't have a warrant or whatever the fuck the equivalent is. I forgot what that shit called, right? They were doing it to get dirt on him, right? Then he wins. Then they go, oh shit. Then they start backtracking. Then they start making shit up. Then to get the warrants to justify them doing it in the first place. Then you got a guy, allegedly, let's do the Patrice O'Neal shit. Allegedly, you got a guy named Kevin Kleinsmith, right? Worked for one of the redacted agencies. Got a letter from one of the redacted agencies. See, let's check. So check it out, right? The way they got the warrants was because they surveilled a guy named Carter Page, right? They said Carter Page was working with some Russians, right? That was helping old Donnie T do his election, right? Allegedly. That's what I heard from some stuff, you know what I mean? Right? So what they can do when they get these warrants, they can do what's called a two-hop rule. So basically, let's just say I got a warrant on a manual, right? And a manual called Pop Hotep. You know what I mean? And Pop Hotep called Dia Blaze, or he called Natasha, right? My warrant, I can then do the two-hop rule where it's like, okay, well, I'm surveilling Emmanuel Presley, but he called Pop Hotep. Let me go tap his line too. Oh shit, Pop Hotep talking to Natasha Kayleen. Let me go tap her shit. That's how they did it, right? Unjustly, they lied. So when old Donnie T got in office, they lied to get their, their warrants, right, for surveillance. Now they was using it through this guy named Carter Page, trying to say they were surveilling him. But little did anybody know, Carter Page was working on behalf of one of the redacted agencies, right? He was like an informant or whatever, helping them get some people, some Russians, right? Some people doing some dirt, right? So he's working for one of the redacted agencies. So said redacted agency sent over a letter to another redacted agency and said, hey, the redacted agency that was trying to investigate Donnie T, the one that, Mueller was working for. Yeah, Carter Page, he's one of our assets, and he was helping us do some shit, right? So Kevin Kleinsmith takes that letter and alters that letter to Carter Page as an asset of said redacted agency to Carter Page is not, just added the word not, an asset to said redacted agency, right? Demon at two-hop rule. You could probably listen to every American or close. We make a lot of phone calls. Facts. You know what I mean? Emmanuel Presley looks like a setup. Facts. Right? So check it, right? All of this is allegedly. Just something I heard, So that's how they got their request. Let's jump to Trump Tower meeting, right? Remember Trump Tower meeting? There was damning Trump Tower meeting, right? So the girl that was meeting with Donnie T. Jr. and what's his name? His daughter's husband, whatever the fuck his name is, Jared Kushner, right? Natasha Veselnitskaya is her name, right? So apparently she reached out to them, says they got some dirt on Hillary, opposites and research or whatever. They take a meeting with her. When they get in the meeting, she talking about adopting Russian babies or some shit like that. So they cut the meeting short because they was like, oh, this is a waste of time. But, you know, somebody leaked to the news outlets that this girl, Natasha Vesnick-Steyer, was meeting with Donnie T. Jr. and Kushner to get dirt on Hillary, right? Thing about it is, old Hill Dog sent her up there. Hill Dog allegedly, you know, according to this, you know, some information I got, you know, Hill Dog, she was the one that sponsored the case, or her company or her organization was one that sponsored the visa for her to be here to have this meeting. Right? Like I say, always remember the names. The dossier they got was from a guy from another redacted agency over across the pond. Right? He bought this dossier from a guy who said up front, like, yo, a lot of this shit is just in jest. And in jest means that a lot of shit was just jokes. It was some shit that they came up with at a bar out of nowhere. You feel me? They were just saying stupid shit. You feel me? It's like if I was at a bar and I said, I don't know. I said, Demonette's work boots got knocked out by Kimbo Slice in the second round at UFC 100 or some shit like that. You know, just fucking around. You know what I mean? But they took that. That's what they called the PP hoax. The shit was, they was joking around with it, and they used this shit in the fucking dossier to say this shit was a thing. All right? Put it to, yeah. So then gave it to John McCain. And I don't care what nobody say. He knew that shit was bullshit because they tried to use the same shit on him. Right? And then all that shit just spawned. You know what I mean? A lot of shit gonna come out about this show. You know, all this shit I said was, you know, allegedly according to some information I heard. You know what I mean? But you know, it's gonna be a lot of shit coming out. Thing about it is they too connected. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Thing is, if these things come out, it won't be reported on in, you know, the mainstream media. You know what I mean? It's an election year. You know, thing is that we know what the fuck's up. You know, but nothing to happen to these people. Nobody's going to go to jail over it. You know, it's just going to get swept under the rug. Simple as that. You know, thanks for letting me go on my little rant about the, you know, the whole collusion story. But I would say this though, Bongino has written a couple books on it. I suggest you go listen to them or read them. They're really fucking informational. The shit that's coming out in the news now about all of this shit, he fucking figured this shit out 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You know what I mean? Up here we go. Here we go with these bots. We gotta bounce them up out of here, people. There we go. You know. Emmanuel Presley. Please believe if I get a warrant, my first call is to Jabari. Yeah, Blaze. Hood Dog be orchestrating hella shit. Yeah. All day, every day. You know what I mean? But it's just a lot, man. You know what I mean? Now they trying to, what they doing now? Now they sitting here, they trying to blame inflation and the cost of gas and food on this Ukraine situation, right? Like we don't know, we ain't been going through this shit since old Nickel Slick got in office. Now they trying to blame it on this Ukraine situation. You know what I mean? Like me and Kid Gravity was talking about. Like me and Kid Gravity was talking about yesterday. You know, we were energy independent. Donnie T had us energy independent. We were drilling here. We had our own reserves. We didn't need no other country to do that. You know what I mean? But what they do, they start doing this misinformation campaign and disinformation campaign on fracking. What else he do when old, like I told people, I said, Joe Nickel Slick done rickrolled the shit out of everybody. You know what I mean? He was supposed to be for the unions, and this motherfucker cut how many union jobs when he cut that pipeline off? You know what I mean? that was us. That was us being energy independent. Now he started cutting deals with like what the fuck, who Saudi Arabia and some more people for fucking gasoline and oil and shit like that, whatever it is. You know what I mean? He gave out all that fucking free money in the beginning, all this money we couldn't afford to give out. Now the Fed want to give us these high ass interest rates. They got to try to compensate all the money that they lost. Now I got to pay $150 every 2 days to fill my truck. My little sports car costs $67 to fill up. My wife's truck costs $80 to fill up. You know what I mean? I can't get a decent piece of steak. I can't get a fucking New York strip for like under $20. I go to this place called Restaurant Depot, right? It's technically for like business owners and shit like that, right? I used to be able to get a slab of New York strip. Right? If I slice it down right, I could probably get like 16 steaks out of it. Used to get that shit for $60. I went there, a couple days ago? $200 for that same slab, bro. $200. You know what I mean? It's just incrementally going up because they mishandled what Donnie T fucking handed them. Economy was booming. More businesses was being opened by minorities. More businesses being open, period. We had China on the ropes. They was ready to fold. And what they got to do because he fucking ruined their timeline, they had to release the fucking Cove base on us. Tell us it came from some fucking flying rat. Fucking bankrupt the entire United States, essentially. The world, just to get rid of one man. To get rid of one man. Because he posed a threat to their plans. And we see how their plans is working out. You can see with it with Trudeau, with blackface Hitler. You can see it with him. What they doing up there, that's the Great Reset. Y'all want fucking healthcare like Canada? People want fucking healthcare like Canada? Oh, we need universal healthcare like Canada. Okay, cool. You see what the fuck they did to them truckers when them truckers were under the rebel? They froze their bank accounts. They canceled their insurance policies for their trucks. That's what you want. See, absolute power corrupts absolutely. You can't give all the power to the government. That's just like what we talking about in the 2A. You know what I mean? Why you want to give up all the guns and let the state have monopoly on power? Why you want to give up all your freedoms and your rights? Like I said, they want to get rid of crypto, right? They want to start confiscating certain things, yo. The right to privacy is done for. If that shit goes through, the right to privacy is over. Medicare for all, okay. Okay. Housing for all. All right. Okay, all that shit sound good on paper. All that shit sound good on paper. Until the government get their hands on it. So what you telling me is that the government can spend your money better than you can? I beg to differ on that. Andy Bob, what's the deal, bro? Welcome. I try and check periodically, but the work schedule makes it a chore. If notifications work properly, I would catch all of them. I swear to yo, yeah, we were just talking about that. Yo, me and the one we did, me and Kid Gravity did, done for. You know what I mean? I gotta go. I'm probably gonna put that up on Rumble. You know. Demon that the Federal Reserve has to start raising interest rates, but I can't see it. It's going to be a lot of pain. Yeah, yeah. We've been addicted to cheap money for so long. Facts. In August, it was $20 to fill the tank. It's now $40. Yeah, shit doubling. You know what I mean? Pop, regrettably, I had to increase the price of OnlyFans. Yo, Pop, who you telling, yo? Shit get any worse? I'm out here selling dick for top ramen. You know what I mean? Chicken and shrimp. Emmanuel Presley, the quality of meat is also getting worse. Yeah, it definitely is, bro. You know what I mean? It's getting crazy. Matic is, you don't want healthcare like Canada. It's who you telling? You know what I mean? Canadians don't want Canadian healthcare. They need something urgent. They come to the U.S. Yeah, yeah. Could you imagine? Let's talk about that for a second. Let's just say, healthcare for all. You really want you got all these women out here, my body, my choice, blah 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 blah. Guess what? If the government running your healthcare, you don't have a say on what birth control you get to take. You gotta take whatever the fuck they give you. Let's just say somebody with a terminal illness like cancer. Let's say you got stage 4, right? Trump gave us right to try. He said, you know what? If fuck it, you're dying anyway. Like, give them the right to try whatever experimental, whatever they want to try. It's their life. Let them do what they want. You know what I mean? That shit's going by the wayside. Could you imagine the federal government go, well, we can make it comfortable, but we're not going to spend no money on these experimental procedures. They're going to write you off. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Imagine if your house is owned by the government, your car is owned by the government. They do get a centralized fucking digital coin, like we said yesterday. China, they like 95% digital. They don't really have no paper money no more. Even their homeless people got like their payway accounts on their fucking their banners and stuff, or their little boards when they be doing their thing, asking for money. Could you imagine if you piss the government off? You do what they did in Canada, freeze your fucking bank account? Or you want to go buy something like a house or some land here, and they go, they look at your social media account, or they look at some shit, and they go, you're even though you got the right FICO score, you got the right money, but your social credit is shit, or shot, they turn you down. Don't say it can't happen, because look what happened to Alex Jones. Look what they tried to do or they did with some of these gun manufacturers, where banks won't even let them bank with them. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. Stuff's crazy, man. You know what I mean? That's just where it is. Do you really want the government running your life? Do you really want the government in charge of everything you own? You don't have any privacy. You don't have anything of your own. Government owns everything. You speak out against it, they shut you down. They shut you down. My bad, my sister texted. You know what I mean? They shut you down. Bill Cooper had a term for this. It's called quiet weapons for silent wars. You control people through debt. You control people through assets. People are less likely to rebel if they got something to lose. They're less like, or they owe money, or they don't owe, or the government got something hanging over their head, like, I don't know, a roof. That's where we're at now, people. You want to know what the Great Reset is? That's what the Great Reset is. people had too much power at a point. The people had too much power at the point, and they gotta, in the words of LBJ, niggas have gotten uppity, and that's a problem. They're gonna give us enough to make us happy, but not enough to make a difference. And like I say all the time, they're gonna keep marching, playing that fucking pipe. The Pied Piper gonna keep piping, and we gonna keep marching with these motherfuckers. We gonna keep marching with them right off the cliff, right into the trap. Right into the trap. That's right, Maddox. Become ungovernable. Shout out to Hotep with it. Gotta become ungovernable. Thing is, people are too comfortable. They're not gonna rebel. They're not gonna rebel. They don't want to give up them good government benefits. They're not ready to do it. They're not ready to suffer. They're not ready to go out there and get their own food and make it their own way. They need big daddy government. People sacrificing freedom for security now. They always sell us shit on fear. The ones that see, we know the jokes, but we the exception, not the rule. And that's the sad part. Have you ever read The Sovereign Individual? No, I haven't, but I'll put it on my list. I got a couple books I'm reading right now. The Broccoli, you'll own nothing or you'll be happy. Exactly. Exactly, Ahmad. Silent weapons for silent wars. Silent weapons for quiet wars. Yes. Exactly what it is. Natasha, there's something people are doing where they take 1 week a year to go vacation and have straightforward cheaper state-of-the-art healthcare in places like India and Thailand. I did hear something like that, similar to that. Mike Lindell, Trump, J6 protesters, all already caught in a social credit score. Yeah. Yep. They started that social credit score the minute they start kicking people off. So when they kicked Trump off of social media, when they kicked Alex Jones off social media, when they kicked Louis Farrakhan off social media, when they came for Steven Crowder, shit like that. That's when they started that social credit. That shit already here. It ain't coming. It's already here. It's been here. You know what I mean? Like we said yesterday, you know, during that whole OSHA Supreme Court thing, they was also trying to pass a law saying that if you get government health care, if you don't get the Yamin, you waive your health care rights. Think about that. Do you really want the government in charge of you? Do you really want the government to make every decision for you? Like I said, all them promises that the Democrats give you, they sound great. They sound amazing. I'll tell you that much. On paper. Like I said, people out here giving up the pussy on promises. Now these niggas won't return their phone calls. But you know what? Hopefully this freedom convoy is a grassroots and it's legit. And, you know, salute to them. Make voices heard. You know, more people need to stand 10 toes down on what they believe in. But like I said, for those of us who can see, we're the exception, not the rule. Anyway, it's Wednesday night. I need to get ready for work in the morning. I appreciate y'all rolling with me. Like I said, if you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification icon, let you know when I got content. Well, it's supposed to let you know when I got fucking content coming out, but apparently it don't. But hit it anyway. You know what I mean? Always be on the lookout on Twitter. I'll let you know when I'm going live as well. Anyway. And if you're new and you're catching the replay, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe, and leave a comment. Help me beat these algorithms, man. Anyways, Cannon Hotep saying, stay safe, stay well, and stay strapped. I'll holler at you.